Whoa. Hell yeah. Go live. Hey, it's all up. Sick. All right. Select sources. Reload all. Select sources. Short is okay, doke. Hey, somebody's here. Bear with me. I am just making sure I have all my stuff in order. I need to figure out a better way to get all these chats going. Okay. Is that a bot? All right, y'all. Today, I got a few things going on. First off, I'm trying to figure out the ironing on the H2D using a 0.6 high flow nozzle. There's like so little information when it comes to 0.6 nozzles. On top of that, this is a high flow nozzle. So I need to figure this out. I managed to get them pretty far. This was my test one. I don't know if you can see it. Test one. Ignore the fingerprints. And then test two. On test two, what I did different. Maybe I should show you. Actually, hold on. Let me slow down. Let me pause these other streams so I'm not gobbling up bandwidth just watching streams. Pause. Pause. Oh, I got so much shit going on. Okay. Dope, 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 dope. Okay. So, what I should have done was probably share some of these, but I'll do that later. Let's see. Here you go. My ironing notes. So first, I made one of these that I had found on the Maker World. This model is I'll put up on screen for you to check out, the ultimate ironing test. So this was my starting point. Was using this. Once I had this going, I tweaked it a bit so that I have the printer information and the nozzle information on here before I start printing my tests. And the 0.4 or 0.6 high flow has some funk with it because I don't know. I noticed that at 50 millimeters per second, somewhere around 20 to 25%, the lines look the best. So that was my starting point when I'm testing out the 30 millimeter. The reason why I'm going with 30 millimeters too for the presets is because the part I'm printing is fairly simple. It doesn't need a lot of like fine layers. So I figured it'd be a waste of time to print with a 0.4 or like a 0.2 0.24 layer height. So anyways, let me go through the numbers. Test 2. Oh, wait. This is test 2. Test 2. And then this is going to be test 3. Test 3. Okay, let me bring this over. I want to make sure I don't share anything by accident. Let's camera only. Can you see that? Probably not. Let me do screen only. Okay, so test 2, I did layer height at 0.30. These are my calibrated settings. This is the right nozzle, 0.3 millimeter presets. The flow dynamics at 0 to 2, and then flow rate at 9.8. Then layer height being a 30 or 0.3 millimeters. Initial layer 0.3. Ironing, because I'm only doing the topmost, there's no point in going with the other settings, so I went with topmost. Iron speed at 50 millimeter per second. Ironing flow at 25%, or this time around I dropped it to 20%. Usually this is how I do that. So this is the original settings, and then my revision. I have a feeling I wrote these down wrong, but we'll find out. Then the ironing lines space. I definitely did these wrong. I stepped away and I got all confused. So the ironing lines on the version 2, the space was at iron line space. Yeah, 0.22. Okay, so this is originally 0.22. I skipped something. So this is 2. And then this is 3. And then this was going to be 4, which I haven't printed yet. There you go, that makes more sense. Yeah, 0.22. Yes, 0.22, iron flow at 25, top shell layers at 4. I turned these retractions off, the length, Z-hop, because H2Ds tend to have these automatically on. And I'm not too sure if this is gonna mess with anything. So I turned it off. I usually notice that I get a little bit of better results on my prints, depending on what the print is when these are off. And then I found another profile that had this function on, so I turned it on. Like pretty much these, I matched another profile, like the retraction, these being off. But sadly, this came out like disgusting. Focus. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that wavy stuff is, but I managed to reduce it on my next version. So with the version 3, my vertical stream, you can't really see these settings. So I guess I will speak of them. Version 3, test 3, I mean. Same layer height, 0.3 millimeters, initial layer 0.3, topmost surface ironing. Ironing speed still at 50 millimeters per second. I dropped the iron flow from 25% to 20%. And then I increased the iron line space from 0.22 millimeters to 0.25. I saw in a YouTube video, someone said that when the edges look like they have under extrusion, when they have under extrusion, like the last one, see this one's like coming pretty good already compared to this one. This is version 2. This is version 3. So the lines are almost barely noticeable, but it's just the edges right here. There's like, looks like under extrusion. So that's where these settings definitely made a huge improvement. I reduced the iron inset from 0.3 millimeters to 0.25, or sorry, 0.31 millimeters to 0.25 millimeters. All my retractions are exactly the same. And the results definitely turned out a lot better. So on test 4, what I think I should consider testing is because I see these lines so much with the added width. Actually, it's not too bad. Man, how do you get the edges to be so fine? That's my problem right now, trying to figure out those edges. What I'll do first is probably reduce the flow rate. So version test 4 had already been at 20. So let's bring this down to maybe 15. Yeah, because on here at 20, I still feel the texture. From what I gather, the texture should be almost negligible. I'm going to bold that so I know that I need to refer back to that. And then I think I'm going to drop this down to it was 0.25. I'm going to drop it down to 0.2 to see if that inset helps a bit more. All right, I'm going to bump the ironing. Actually, I'll keep the flow at 20. I'm going to bump iron line space from 0.25 to 0.30 and see. What? Wow. What is going on? I think maybe I gotta prevent my kick chat from going in there. Was it this? Oh. Dude, okay. I see why I need to possibly block some people. How do you block people? Ban. There you go. I guess I'll ban you too, because you look like a bot. Ban. Let's check on the YouTubes. Nobody. It's public. Because I don't have no hashtags. Let's drop a couple of hashtags and see if I get some better results. Okay, so I'm going to adjust the ironing spacing up to 30 and see if that affects anything. I'm getting real close. Maybe consider bringing the flow down. I mean, this is under extrusion. Bringing the flow down is going to ruin the print even more. Okay. Let's test it. Okay, so here are the settings. Let's go to global. Ironing. All right, let's see. Iron spacing. Wait, what the hell? Why would you? It's still at 0.31? I thought I changed that. No way. No way. Did it not get changed? Okay, well, let's try this at 2.5 again. And then ironing inset, I will, yeah, at 2.5. And then iron spacing, I'll do 0.30. I'm going to leave the flow as is. shave. Okay, let's update these numericals. So ILS 30. And then iron inset. That's right. This one is a new setting. This iron speed. Okay, I need one for II. Okay, I'll put it right here. mm. Schleicher. Okay. Let us print. Fingers crossed V4 looks perfect. God damn it. All right. For those that are tuning in, I am iron testing. Try and get this thing to be smooth. Smooth like butter is not an easy task. I've been having major issues. There's hardly any tutorials, and then ChatGPT is pulling me the wrong friggin' facts. It's trying to give me like numbers based off of like 0.4, I think. And on top of that, because I'm running a high flow nozzle with these, is becoming even more of a challenge. Okay. In the meantime, that's crazy. I never had to ban anybody. This is my first time. Okay. So, next thing's up. Let me show you why I need to get ironing down pat. I have someone had requested something that would allow them to essentially rip these out super easy for their cards. There's like a, was that a penny sleeve and then a top loader? So I had made something for that. As you can see, Well, I actually have two versions. The original that I had designed here on SketchUp, but I wasn't super happy with how it turned out. So, and on top of that, you can see there's like these flat surfaces. I don't know why I did that. There's these flat surfaces here and along here. So I didn't want it to look like shit or look like crap. So I need to get my ironing down pat so that those spaces look super hella clean and they don't scuff the top loaders and the penny sleeves when people pull them out. The idea is the penny sleeves are going to go underneath and the top loader is going to go on top. And this was my original design. Now I'm going to take the version before I, was it chamfer? Before I beveled the edges, which is this version to the, actually I should move this over. So I'm going to revise this. If anybody has suggestions or feedback also on like what I can do about the ironing, it's become quite a challenge for me. It's my first time doing ironing. Like other stuff that I've designed didn't need ironing so much, like this thing. This milk crate that I designed for our industry didn't need no ironing. But flat surfaces need, so I have a new challenge. Actually, hold up. Let me check something out. Cool. Coolio. Let me share some of this out to the homies. All right. So I'm keeping the design pretty much the same. There's a few criterias that I want to improve upon. So let me go through that criteria list. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out the stream deck, so bear with me. I'm just like pressing buttons. It's not second nature for some of these things to be pressed yet. I want to have a lid and make it so that a pen or a Sharpie would fit in here. So for something like that, I think I will put the pen sleeve slot on the sides, maybe even integrate it into the housing or into the entire fixture. And then I did want to make it so that Maybe I'm being extra, but would Gridfinity work as on the base of this? Gridfinity. The unofficial wiki. Since I'm super addicted to Gridfinity right now, I Gridfinity whatever I can Gridfinity. This thing's all in millimeters? Dang. See, stacking lip. These are the spec sheets for the Gridfinity. Holy. So this is a 7.5 millimeter hole, or does that mean corner? These are corners, or radiuses. With 0.5 millimeter tolerances. Whoa, I'm not that precise yet. I'm still using SketchUp. So I guess let's figure out how to put a Sharpie thing in here. Sharpie! Let's see your diameter. I don't deal in millimeters. I deal in freedom dimensions. Okay, looks like a 0.5 inch would work. Make a note of that. 0.5 inch diameter for the slot. Oh, I forgot to get the measure, the length. Wait, I don't even freaking need my headset no more. I'm not listening to my own voice. Let's see. It's about 3.5 inches. Three and a half inches seems pretty reasonable. Uh, 0.25. Oops. 3.5 will be the slot. There's a couple of little tweaks I think I want to do. Let me see which other of my homies would like to join me on stream. Share, copy, Facebook. On live. Oh no. Here's my crash time. I can already tell. I am so fried right now. What? Why is it doing that? Keep editing this card. How thick is this internal wall again? X-ray. It's not even a ½ inch. So I can't use that. I do have to make everything slightly wider than, or just make it so that the pen just sticks off to the side. What else can I do? I was told the dimensions are fine. I also need to do a lid. See what 45 degrees looks like. Make group 45 degrees. 45. Yeesh. Thing's gonna stick up all the way up there. Doesn't look so awkward. Fuck. $45. That might be better. What is this? It's 3 inches. Okay. If I do it at 3 inches, but I also have the thing that I'm going to be raising on it. Is this going to cause issues? It shouldn't, in theory. Okay, before I do that, let's make a copy of this so I don't ruin that model that I had brought over. Okay, what was the X-ray view again? Where's my macro or the hotkey? Oh, back edges. That's fine, I can go with back edges. K. I can see the back edges now. think what I should do is bring it out at least 1/8 inch from that wall. At 1/8 inch, then a 5/8. Whoa, this is gonna expand that out like crazy. Oof, that makes it so ugly. So ugly. Ugly, ugly. Do people actually might want highlighters in this too, or just Sharpie? Or regular marker? 1 second. Let me find a Sharpie or a highlighter. If I want to do a highlighter, I'm going to need to do this at, or make this diameter a bigger, like maybe 3/4. Nope, 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 nope. I picked such a great time to stream. At the end of the day, when my brain doesn't work no more. Oh, I got a phone call. Let's see. I need to visualize this. Let's get some inspiration. Sometimes it's good just to get some inspiration from other people. Oh, I got a phone call. BRB. All right. Yeah, but now this is like the next level of what I'm doing. So, I guess this is all live currently on Facebook and Kick, or on YouTube and Kick. So, let me switch this up a bit. So I have this camera, allows me to walk around, see my mic. Hold on, let me pull up my Stream Deck on here so I can control the camera still. Dun, dun, dun. That's what camera full cycle. Follow wide. Okay, cool. Now the camera can follow me. No, I mean the only thing I pay for is the equipment. All my software is free.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of open source stuff that I pulled together. So for the chat side of things, I'm using a Social Stream or Stream Ninja or something like that. So that one connects all the different platforms to push all your chat into like one place. And so with all the chat in one place, that's why you can see like, well, I mean, there's not a lot of conversations going, but I already pre-built it so that I could do that. Actually, let me prevent you from. I don't want you seeing some weird shit by accident.
So weird. I'm like literally standing and just like talking in front of the wall.
Yeah,
And I can hear my voice in the background, like all loud on speaker. I'm like, this is good.
because I have you going to the speakers on my computer because I don't like to wear the headset. I only wear it like when I'm sound checking. So normally I would just mute the speakers and stuff. And then the multi-stream setup, I didn't want to pay for Restream yet since I'm still like setting everything up, because Restream for more than one platform or more than two platforms, you have to pay a subscription. So I use the ADAM multi-stream plugin, which then allows me to attach all the stream keys to it. And then when I go live, I can turn on which platforms I want to send out to. And let me see if there's anything on here. I just want to make sure the screen has nothing that should not be seen. I think you're okay. All right, so on here, well, you're seeing the infinity. So I have the vertical on this side, and then I have, this is going under the horizontal. These are all the platforms. And then like the chat is like right here. And then if I like click on somebody's response, it would like pop up and go away. And then all the transitions I configure to the Stream Deck. Are you familiar with Stream Deck? Okay. Yeah, so, and then like I also have the Stream Deck app on my phone. So when I go to the floor, like on my shop, I have the chat and then the stream and the Stream Deck on my tablet instead. And then I would just put it on my cart. One sec. Follow. So I have this cart right here. I have my camera mount, and this, I'm building something so I can put my tablet on this side so I can monitor everything, and I just roll the cart around on the floor while I'm working. Roll the cart around on the floor while I'm working. Yeah, and that's my setup.
If you sell your business, set up your next streaming spot?
I can set up anywhere, dude. I know how to build this stuff now. Like, I got all the tools. I got like 2 lights going on over there. Like, I actually have more lights too, but whoop.
Dude, we should totally, dude, and now I'm psyched. If you could teach me, bro, I'm so confident to start a streaming podcast.
Yeah, and the mic doesn't sound too bad, right? This is the mic I'm using.
No, it doesn't sound too bad at all.
Yeah, see, it's like super crisp, and like hands free. I can walk wherever I want. This is the mic. So it has the attachments for either iPhone or USB-C, and it's 2 mics, and then there's 1 transmitter for camera. So I have the transmitter for camera attached to the camera, and I'm running the OBSBot Tail Air. That's the one with like the, like it has, for my purposes, I think it works great. You know, all the presets for like the camera switching, and then it has the AI follow. It has a built-in battery, and then I can just like rig it wherever, and it's Wi-Fi, so I can actually that camera allows me to go anywhere in my shop that I have Wi-Fi on and just send everything to my computer.
What cameras are you using right now?
The OBSBot Tail Air.
One or multiple?
You can connect more, and then just like switch them around. But right now I just have 1 because I'm just starting out. So this is the camera. Right here.
Yeah. Oh, it's good, bro.
Yeah, it's like $500. If you got like a little extra money, I would try and swing one of these jaws, because this thing allows you to do horizontal and vertical without moving the camera like 90 degrees. Like the lens inside it just rotates.
Send me the link to that. I might pick a couple, because I was just gonna have like 3 tripods, honestly, and I was just gonna put I was gonna buy some like Sony full frame cameras.
You definitely can do that too. I went for like freedom.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm down to do, well, I mean, dude, I don't really, like, I'm all about being efficient, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, I don't have to buy, like, 3 Sony cameras, and I can just, you know?
I mean, the video on this looks pretty clean, right? Like, you're seeing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I can get more of those than I could, like, Sony cameras.
Yeah, and it also has like hand gestures, but I disabled it because I talk with my hands, and sometimes it'd be like zooming in and shit, or like following me around. So I disabled that for now when I'm doing like a table stream.
So sick.
Yes, sir.
AF, dude. I might be able to find you clients, too, if you can make this portable.
Oh, this is like insanely portable. The whole like concept behind this was trying to make this stream setup as portable as possible. You couldn't do the whole like, because I've done the other version where you run like, you know, these types of mics into a mixer all wired, and then the mixer slash interface into a computer, and then you do all your like, you know, tuning and all that. But I wanted wireless, like mobility. So that's why I figured out this setup instead. Yeah. And these mics, yeah. I mean, I can send you like the shopping list of stuff that I got. As for the lights, I went with these newer ones. Ooh. So 1 light, I have 1 on the other side. Over there. And those lights I can manipulate also from my computer using the Stream Deck too. I have my presets, and then I just hit buttons, and then it does its things. So, yeah, bro.
Dude, this is sick AF, bro.
Yes, sir. So if you're trying to just like set up in like a whatever type space, you can get like 2 of those cameras, and on the app you can like, oh no, it hand gestured. Zoom back in.
Like, because you know I'm new to charity thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I started this program. It's called Kind Creators.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a marketing / content arm of the charity, which allows us to basically like market, right? But what makes it impactful is that like you market content that's related to the mission, which is like doing acts of kindness. So I kind of structured it like a holding company,
Mm-hmm.
like this one program. So it's like you have the program, which is Kind Creators, and then you can have uh, like series underneath it, as many series as you want. So you can pilot something, try it out a few times. If it doesn't work, just toss it and just keep doing it. You're limited by your imagination, right? So kind of like Mad TV has multiple skits.
Yeah.
Like that. So like right now I got like random acts of kindness, and then which is basically where like we just take random products and just go out in public and create content doing a random act of kindness. And then like I'm trying to start like a podcast and get like more influencers and stuff involved. And like maybe even do some like other stuff and get more exposure to other charities.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now the floor is so low. The floor is so low in the charity space. Like
Oh, just heads up, like we're live right now. Okay, so if
I'm about to give on my alpha, bro.
yeah. I mean, we can talk about other stuff. I mean, I get the gist of like if you're trying to do like a podcast setup, this situation that I got going on works for podcasting because I've like done it where I've patched in like even Google Meets or Zooms and stuff, and like it's all patched together live on stream, and you can like hit all your transitions and stuff. Like I basically combine like video game streaming stuff with like more traditional format, and like basically consolidated everything down for mobility and wireless.
Okay, I'm with bro. I'm all about mobility and wireless.
Yeah. But if you're trying to do like more interviews and stuff that are more like on site, then potentially a gimbal and phone camera or a camera would be better. This is more like if you're trying to set up like your multiple cameras or whatever, or like the camera's in a fixed position more often than like running around. Like otherwise, just a 360 flow. Otherwise, like something like this might work for you. Have you seen like these gimbals and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they have the little like sensor and stuff, so that it just follows you. So you just set it down if you're just gonna be shooting more on your phone.
Yeah, I do like mobile VR.
Yeah. So if this is going straight to phone, then and you're just primarily doing like one camera, then I'd probably go with a setup like this. If you're planning on like in the future like running like a podcast with like 2 or 3 cameras with like preset positions that you can just kind of tweak on the fly, or like, you know, they can automatically move with like a hit of a button, then this camera setup would be great. Because like I have you know, 3 presets, and then you can just do all your adjustments, and then essentially just hit like a button, you know, and like it'll just change the camera's position on its own.
That's pretty sick. How long have you? How much time have you put into this?
I started this project in like November. In terms of like, like if we're talking about just hours that I had committed to it, I want to say maybe like a week's worth of time. But you know, I would do like 5 hours here, 5 hours there. Yeah. Well, like the good thing is because I already know like how to use OBS and some of these other tools, so it was just finding the equipment that would work with what I envisioned, which was full mobility in my warehouse. Oh, wait, I gotta check on something. Oh, oh my God! This print came out even better. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, dude. Hell yeah. I'm testing. Huh? I have 2 printers, so that's why I'm streaming too, to get like the info out there that we can 3D print and I can like design stuff. I'm running the H2D and the P2S, and right now I'm just refining my settings and stuff so I can get like perfection. I'm like being super OCD about aesthetics of things. Because like right now, like, you know, I did these, and then I was in the middle of designing this when I called you. I was just like starting to get brain dead, so I needed a break. This is for my cousin who's using it for their Pokemon cards. So they have like the little sleeves on the bottom and the bigger sleeves on top, so that they can like pull it out super quick and easy when they're loading up their cards. Yeah, so this is what I'm designing. I already did one version, but now I'm improving it for the customer that ordered a couple of these, because they're like, I would like to be able to have my pen in here. So I'm figuring that out right now. And as you can see, there's like a lot of flat surfaces on top, so I'm trying to figure out and fine tune the settings so I can get like ultra clean surfaces in the finishing.
How long have you been doing the 3D printing thing for?
I started everything in November. Like I used to, I got back into it because Bambu made it like way more streamlined and easier to get back into it, like with a lot of their improved AI like sensors and whatnot and presets. It just made it much more consumer friendly. Because before it would just take forever simply to like level the bed, and that was just so tedious. So I was like, nah, fuck this. Like, I had another printer before, and I just got rid of it, and I have these 2 now. So if you need stuff printed, you know, I can make all kinds of stuff.
I might. What materials does it print?
Mainly different types of plastics. I've been still on PLA, which is like your basic plastic, and then I also have PETG, which is a higher quality or higher grade durability material. Like it's more flexible, so it doesn't crack as easily, and it's more UV resistant and higher temperature resistant. And then once I get those down pat, I need to move up to ABS, and then eventually into like the super high end engineering filaments, because I do have like a pretty high end printer. You want to see some of the stuff that I've printed? I gotta take the camera with me. So I printed this little tool holder. And then I've printed this whole like shelving situation. Like all these parts are printed. This is printed. And then this is my big boy printer right here. You see it? Yeah. And then I have this so I can run like multiple colors. And then I printed this whole like shelving thing for it. Yeah, that's what I've been staying busy with. Now it's time to sell some stuff and services.
Good, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to see you make some savage shit, dude. Make a Gengar, bro. You see like some dude with like this cool like out of Gengar on Instagram.
A Gengar?
Yeah, like a Gengar, like iPhone charger thing. Like his tongue comes out and it's like a those like charging pads.
Yeah, yeah. There is something that I once I get like all my like printing settings down pat, I am deving something. I can't talk about it yet.
Yeah, don't, bro, don't. Keep it low key. Holy cow, dude. I mean, there's so many credits right now. I'm on the quad 200x plane.
I gotta get you in a like call with my buddy. He's doing a lot of AI stuff too. He's so deep in it.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I'm so I'm so deep into it, bro. Like, I've only been like, I mean, I've been using AI for probably since it first came out, consecutively nonstop, and like I'll get something.
Mm-hmm.
But like ever since like Cloud Code and like came out and just coding in general, dude, I've probably been like super really in it for like the last 90 days consecutively.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking like 12 to 14 hours a day in AI. And I'm not talking about prompting. I mean actually like building systems, processes, databases, knowledge, like workflows. Like it's crazy. Right now, I've literally got I think 54 megabytes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot when you think of like how many MB files, folders, parent folders, nested folders, trees, fucking. Is all of that 54 megabytes is fucking documents.
Yeah.
They're just documents of like processes and like every fucking thing you could think of, and the AI knows how to like.
You know what? Give me a sec. I'm gonna end this stream, and then like that way we can talk about cooler stuff. Bye guys.